I chose to create a new field in the data called Has Visited. Now there's a couple of choices for where to add this field. The latest I could possibly add it is to this engagement by account data, since that's where I'll need it. On the other hand, then that field won't be available in all the other lists of data that I have, which could annoy me later. Another option would be to add it at the very beginning of the notebook when I first load in the data and then reevaluate all the cells. But some of these cells take a couple seconds to run, and I'm not really excited about doing that. As a compromise, I decided to add it to the paid engagement table after I had removed the free trial cancels, but before I had separated out just the engagement data for the first week. To do this, I looped over each engagement record in the paid engagement table. Then, if that engagement record showed that more than 0 courses were visited, I set the Has Visited field to 1. Otherwise, I set the Has Visited field to 0. Remember, the reason I'm making this field numeric, 0s and 1s, is so that I can add this field up to get the total number of days that a student visited the classroom. Now I'll need to run this cell as well as rerun all the cells below it to make sure that the Has Visited field gets added everywhere it needs to be added. Then I can analyze the days visited by account using code very similar to what I had previously. Again, I'll start with the engagement data grouped by account, and then I'll sum up the Has Visited field for each account. And again, I'll describe my data. And when I run this cell, I see that the mean number of days visited in the first week is a little less than 3, the standard deviation is a bit more than 2, the minimum is 0, and the maximum is 7. The minimum and maximum in particular are exactly what I expected. In fact, I would be pretty surprised if there weren't at least one student who visited 0 days in their first week, and at least one student who visited all 7.